Always hockey. When we spoke, it was always hockey. We talked about the Canadians, how much he hated the Maple Leafs, and it was a lot of fun. And he knew a lot of the players and all that. What really touched me was towards the end when he found out he had cancer. How patient he was with the little kids. The Concordia McGill students that before when they would stop and say hi to him, he was so agitated and all that. But when he found out that he had cancer and all that, he'd stop everything and he'd start talking to them and all that. And his eyes would light up how exciting it was for him. So it was a radical change towards the end.
He was just such an icon here. Actually, about a month ago, I had 5 sets of people coming in and asking if this is, first of all, where the movie was shot, and second of all, where exactly at the bar did he drink, and what exactly did he drink.
Is there a new breed of legends coming up in this city?
I find that there's not. They just don't seem to either. Their budgets don't have it, or the lifestyle is just not conducive to it, that they don't seem to come out and enjoy a couple of beautiful scotches and enjoy the conversation as much as they used to. That's, I find, much more old school, which is a shame. Yeah, we never spoke about sports. It would always be literature.
Like what?
Oh my goodness, it's going so far back, I don't even remember. Talking about his new books, obviously, and I think some of, when I was in CEGEP, when I was taking a lot of symbol and surrealism classes, we spoke a lot about that, and that's pretty much, I guess, what it would have been.
And that's why Mordecai loved his bartenders.
And we loved him.
I was there for the last drink. Mordecai had sent me faxes from England telling me how dire his news was about his health, because he'd had a major incident in England, and that's why they came home, was because of that. And he began a course of chemo, and I guess about couple of weeks into it, I called him and asked him if he would be able to come out, and he said yes, and I picked him up at the Chateau. Normally I would have just met him here, Chateau being about 3 blocks from here at the very most, and I picked him up, dropped him off here. We came inside and had a drink, and you could tell he had lost his appetite for liquor. He nursed a drink, and after an hour or so I said, "Do you want to go home, Mordecai?" And he said, "Yeah, I think I better." And I'd parked the car literally 5 parking spaces from the entrance here at Ziggy's, and I said, "Do you want me to go get the car, or will you walk back to the car with me?" And he said, "You better get the car." And so we left here, and he was very brave. Bill Weintraub used the word courageous when we talked, and he was very courageous about his disease as well. Very resolute that he was going to fight it and that this would give him extra months, but it was obvious that the chemo was taking a lot out of him, and chemo takes a lot out of everybody, but it does when you're not healthy to begin with, or you're not strong to begin with, it takes out even more. And he was very, very tired and intent on living, but obviously really fatigued at that point. And I still remember, because it was raining when I got the car, and he was sitting here out on the terrace with his peak cap that he had bought because he knew he was going to lose his hair, and he literally walked slowly to the car, and I had to help him. And I thought, maybe there will be better days, and of course there weren't.